So your court date is coming up. How do you prepare to be in court? Hopefully you've never been in court before. Our lawyers are in court literally every day of the week. We're there all the time because we love fighting for our clients. Now, any case we can resolve by mediation or a settlement, that's great because it gives you control over what's happening in your case. But there are many times you cannot resolve it because if you could work things out, you might have stayed together. So now you're down to the wire, you're actually going to be going to court. There's a lot of things you need to keep in mind. The first thing is well in advance, you need to meet with a competent lawyer who can handle your case. Lawyers who have experience handling divorces in your neck of the woods. We love to fight for you, but we need to know as early as possible if we're going to be fighting for you. It makes it easier to handle your case because there are some things that have to happen on certain time frames before your trial. So get with a good lawyer early on. Be honest with your lawyer. Above all, make sure good, bad, and ugly. Give everything to your attorney because if we don't know it, we can't prepare for it. The worst thing that can happen to an attorney is to get surprised in court. Don't let your lawyer be surprised and be standing there with his pants down. Make sure we know in advance all the dirty laundry we need to know about so we can prepare for it with you. Another thing you've got to prepare for in litigation is do not post about the judge, no matter how frustrated you get with their decisions or how long you think they're taking to make a ruling or how much you think they're in bed with the other client or if you think that judge has been paid off. Don't post about the judge or opposing counsel or the guardian ad litem. Don't post at all about any of the players in your divorce. It's not going to help your case. It will come out and it is going to negatively affect you in that trial. Don't post about anything. Another thing you've got to do in litigation prep is take care of yourself. You're not always going to be in a divorce. You're going to come out of this better and you're going to come out of this okay in the end. And you need to make sure that mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, that you're okay at the end of your case. And you can't do that if you're letting this case totally consume you. Now, I know that going through a divorce is one of the most tragic and difficult things people ever face. But look, you are more than just a divorcing person. You're an employer or employee. You're a parent, you're a friend, you're a caregiver. There are all kind of components to you. This divorce is just a small section of what's going on in your life right now. Don't let it consume you because so many people, they hate the other side so much that unless their whole self gets taken up by them. And look, this is a person you want to be away from. Why are you going to let them take over your mind? Why are you going to let them be ever present in your thoughts? Don't let yourself get consumed with your divorce so that it negatively affects all the other areas. Don't let it affect your health. So many people get so stressed out about their divorce that they stop eating, they stop taking care of their body. Take care of yourself because you're not always going to be in this divorce case, and we need to make sure that you are okay in every way in the end. As you're going through your divorce, you may get so mad at the other side that you want to stop paying bills that you're responsible for because you think, you know what? I'm going to let the power get turned off on them. I'm going to cut off their cell phone. I'm going to take away their car insurance. None of those things help you at all. Now, you may reach a point where you can't afford to pay certain bills. Again, it all goes back to be honest with your attorney. If you can't afford to pay things, we can file motions with the court to get you relieved of the responsibility of paying for those things. But you need to make sure you take care of your obligations in every way. You need to make sure you take care of yourself. You need to make sure you're honest. And also, I would encourage you, if you're preparing for a divorce, make sure that you go into court willing to be humble and willing to be quiet. There usually are going to be three loud people in the courtroom: the lawyer, the opposing lawyer, and the judge. Unless you're testifying, you should be stone cold silent the entire time. If the judge sees you sitting in your chair at your table with your lawyer, and every time your husband testifies and you say, he says something you don't agree with, you say, that's a lie. Or you huff really loudly, or you roll your eyes, or you sigh over and over. Those things really will get on your judge's nerves. Don't be anything but respectful to the court. Our courts wear formal black robes because that is a formal, very official setting that should be reverenced and should be honored because it's a very important place to be and a place that hopefully you'll go very rarely in your life. You should not disrespect the court system by sighing, by giggling, by making comments under your breath. I promise you, judges will hear it and judges could punish you for it. So don't respond in court. A great way to handle this would be take a little notepad with you and a pen. And if your lawyer needs to know something, write a note. Every time we go to court, I always have extra pens and extra notepads to give to my client because I can't listen to you and to the other lawyer and to the judge and to the witness who's testifying at the same time. I've got to be focused on listening so I can ask the right questions after the fact. So you need to be making notes for your lawyer and passing notes just like you're in second grade again. Pass a note over to your lawyer. It's okay. We need these things to help us prepare your case for litigation. Every case doesn't work out in a settlement, and yours may not. And if we have to go to trial on your case, these are some effective tips that can help you be the best you can be in that short time you're going to have with a judge to make sure that they will make a decision that hopefully is in your favor. Don't mess your own case up. So if it looks like your case is properly headed to the courtroom, when you know it's not going to settle, you're in litigation and you're headed for trial, reach out to us sooner rather than later. We're looking forward to hearing from you today.